Transformers, one of the most anticipated films of 2007, and I gotta say, when I saw the trailer for this, I was blown my fucking mind away. It was awesome. But as good as the trailer was, there had been other comic book films this year that were such a disappointment, such as Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer, which I thought had a great trailer like Transformers, but the film was terrible. I'm not going to review that film, but I didn't like it, so that kind of made me a bit more wary of Transformers, but I thought, hey, the trailer's much better than this trailer. Same with Ghost Rider, that trailer looked as good as Transformers trailer to me anyway, and that didn't turn out so good. It wasn't the story I was hoping for. The action, well, I'm not going to go into it, but the action scenes were not as good as I thought they were going to be. And then along came a Spider-Man, who I have been a fan of for years, since I was a little kid, like 5. I used to have everything of him, and I was so looking forward to this because I liked Spider-Man 1, liked Spider-Man 2. Venom was in this film. I was so excited, and the trailer was good. Showed you a bit too much of the film, I felt, the trailer, but I was really anxious to see it. When I saw it, it was alright. I mean, it wasn't the best. I didn't think it could have been a lot better, but it wasn't as disappointing as Ghost Rider and Fantastic Four. So Transformers, I was still a bit, ooh, is this going to be good or not? So went to go see the film, the previews, which wasn't until a month later the Americans got it. Lucky people you are. Got Halloween first as well. Lucky people. And it was a real crap cinema, but I was so desperate to see it. Sat down in my seat with my family. The atmosphere was great. The whole audience was really excited and pumped up to see it, as was I, but I was nervous of it being crap, really. I saw the film and I thought it was pretty decent, a pretty good film. I'll start on the bad stuff first, because I like to end on a good note, a happy note kind of thing. But one thing that really bothered me is that I saw this exact same picture everywhere I went. When I saw Optimus Prime with this big gun thing, like as badass as a pulse rifle, and I was like, oh, it's going to be cool to see. Where the hell was it in the film? Where was it? Please, someone tell me. Well, did I fall asleep for like 5 minutes and miss it? Or was it the dodgy camera in close-up so you couldn't tell if it was there or not? That leads me on to my other negative view, was that, what the hell? Every fight scene, you even didn't see most of it, or it was way too close up. It was like, oh, what's that? Oh, is that Fist? Oh, is that Bumblebee? No, wait, that's Optimus Prime. Wait, no, yeah, it is Ratchet. No, wait, Megatron? Megatron? Wait, no, it's Sam. You didn't know what was going on half the time in the fight scenes. I mean, look at this picture here. That was how close up we were if someone was ever pulling back a punch, if we were lucky. I was really annoyed. Like, just zoom out for a bit. Do a Freddy vs. Jason style and just zoom out. That's why I like the scene in Freddy vs. Jason. Sue me. I like seeing what's going on. But as close up as the scenes were, with the fighting scenes, I did like the action. I mean, I was annoyed that it was so close up every 5 seconds, but overall, it got past the middle way. It got past. It was like a 6 out of 10, I think, out of fight scenes. I don't know. I didn't like one other thing. Probably the biggest was that the Decepticons really weren't developed well. You like got one line from each of them, if that. Megatron and Starscream were like the only two. The rest, yeah, it was just like you don't know who the hell's who. You don't know how many there are really. Well, I did, but like I was with my brother, who's like 11 years old, and he didn't know who was who in this film, as the baddies anyway. I thought they did onto good things though, onto the good aspects of the films. I think I've said enough bad stuff, but onto the good part is that I thought the special effects were amazing, the best I've seen this year. They were really good, and especially for the budget they had, which was less than Spider-Man 3, and I thought it looked better than Spider-Man 3. And I thought the Autobots were developed really well. Jazz's character was great, there he is, and he looks cool. And Optimus Prime was a great leader, and all the Autobots were really done well. I thought there was nothing really wrong with the Autobots. It's just the Decepticons that I felt were bad. Only Megatron and a bit of Starscream were really seen, but the Autobots were done really well character-wise. As for the whole love story, I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed watching it develop further, Maybe there was too much of it. It did go over the Transformers, if you know what I mean. There was more of that relationship than the Transformers characters, which was kind of annoying, but hey, it is only a first film, and maybe they could do better in the sequels. I thought the Marines were pretty cool in this film. Captain Lennox was cool in it. I thought he played the role well. Josh Duhamel, whatever, however you pronounce his name, especially for an actor that isn't like a star. He's not in everything. It was quite good to bring some new people into this film, and I thought it worked well. I thought he played the character well. I thought he was pretty cool. I mean, I love the line where he delivers, where the guy, the idiot general goes, "I'm gonna count to 10," and he's like, "Well, I'm gonna count to 3," and it's like, "Ooh, you got told." Yeah, it's he reminded me of Hicks from Aliens, but Hicks is a lot more badass. But I liked his character a lot in this film. So overall, in the directing, I mean, I think Michael Bay did do a pretty annoying job on cutting and zooming and shaking the camera about when in the fight scenes, but I think overall Michael Bay did do a pretty good job in directing. I think he made the right choice in changing the designs of the Transformers a bit. I think Megatron looks a lot cooler in this than he did in the cartoon. That's just my view. I was never a big Transformers fan, but I did have quite a few toys, and I did used to watch the commercials, and I did watch the original movie, which I quite enjoyed, but Optimus Prime died in that one, and I was pretty annoyed about that. And yeah, the only thing that annoyed me was that Optimus Prime had flames on him, which made me a bit more kiddish, but hey, the film is more of a kids film than an adult film. So overall, I think this film was pretty good. The acting was good, the scenes that were supposed to be funny were funny, and the special effects were amazing. It had a pretty good story to it. It wasn't that bad, but I think the film did end hard for a sequel, really. They got rid of a lot of Transformers that could have been used for later purposes, but I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing a new Transformers film, and I think that the album on this Linkin Park single rocked. So out of 10, I give this film 7.5. The soundtrack was great, by the way. Linkin Park rock. This film is a 7.5 though. Would have been better if the action scenes were a bit better and the Decepticons were overall shown more. Thanks for watching my review of this film. It is one of my first reviews. I am trying to get better, and yeah, this film, I am going to give this film a 7.5 out of 10 for a summer action film.